Don't force me out of bed in your society. Don't push me down the road you're bleeding down. Don't try to fix my head, it's just your anxiety. Don't hush me now, cause I just wanna shout. Don't make me dance to the tune that you're humming. No, my body don't move like that. Don't make me pretend I don't see your shortcomings. You'll be running when I raise the black flag. Get out your bomb and fly away. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is rising. To the break of dawn. You can't keep me in a cage made of tired ideas. It's rusting out faster by the day. I won't wear your leash, I won't take no deals. I won't stay quiet when there's so much left to say. I'm not buying no mirage of suburban life when there's a fire raging just outside our door. You talk about peace on earth and the summer of love while you're sleeping on pills through the war. Get out your bomb and fly away. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is rising. We'll be dancing with our hands in the air when our new dawn is to the break of dawn.
I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become, eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end of myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they say, this is who I am. This is who I am now. They think that I have lost my mind, that I'm not being true, but they don't have a clue. 'Cause this is me when I cut out all the shallowness and everything I suppressed to fit in a small frame. But I won't play your game anymore, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine. Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you...
Oh, I'm just singing. Just ignore me. I'm just dancing and singing and not paying any attention to the countdown timer. Welcome to Friday live streaming Q&A. I am so thrilled to be hanging out with you today. I see a lot of new faces in the house, so if you're new, type new in the comments and participate today. So today, let me give you the breakdown. It is Friday, and that means open Q&A. So whatever you want to talk about, live streaming, video, on camera confidence, growing your audience, things like that, then now is the time to ask. So you can do that in a different way, in a couple different ways. Well, one way, you're going to add a queue in front of your question, and that will ensure that it gets into my queue over here so that I can answer them in the order that they were received. Don't ask your question twice. And third rule is super chats do jump to the top of the queue. So if you're in a hurry, then that's how to get ahead. Have been here, but haven't been here for a while. New for this morning. I just did. Welcome to all of our newbies in the house. Thank you so much for being here. David Hunt, you are not new. Old AF. Christian. Yes, absolutely. All right. So thank you so much for being here. If you do have any questions, you can start asking those now. Now, the second thing that I have to tell you is that it is the last Friday of the month, which means Callie will be making her way over here during the show. And we're going to have a members only stream. So once a month, we do members only streams. These are in completely private streams, and we goof off and have fun. Today, I actually don't know what we're doing. We're playing some kind of game. and I have no idea. Do we have, who do we have joining us? I think I might know, but I don't know. So Callie and Daniel on the team have set up the member-only stream. I have not won a single game that we've played on these member-only streams, so we'll see if I can break my streak. Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Luria to Alaska Fund. Why, thank you. So that I can go paddleboard with the whales. Are we starting that again? Okay. I might be in trouble. That's not a good sign. Uh-oh. If you want to join and join for the members only fun, then head on over to livestreamingpros.com/join, or right at the right beside the chat box, you can click the super chat icon, or the join. That's a super chat. There is a join button right there somewhere. So go ahead and click that, and we'll dive into that at the top of the hour-ish. Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong if we're waiting, but we're gonna wrap this up at like 10:45 so that we can get ready for the member stream. As long as it's not paddleboarding with killer whales. I don't care what kind. I just want to paddleboard with whales in Alaska. Sounds amazing. So this morning, I had breakfast with a friend, and I was like, oh, I'll have a healthy meal. Like, I got some oatmeal with some bananas and pecans. And then it came out, and it was like the heaviest oatmeal you've ever seen. It was like cake. It was freaking ridiculous. Callie, I brought you some home if you want to try it, because I can't eat it. I did not make my way through it much at all. It had like hard shell sugar, and like, it was insane. I've never seen oatmeal that was like cake. Anyway, I did not wind up with the breakfast that I thought I would want. Hey, Luria, just want to say you're awesome and thanks. Oh, thank you. Paul, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat, and you are awesome. The song that I play during a lot of the countdown timers around here, Shine, I want you to hold that to your heart. Like, it is so important for you to go out there and don't worry if you're going to screw it up, like the song says, right? And just put yourself out there, push yourself. I said it recently, and I'll say it again. You are capable of so much more, and you are capable of more than you believe yourself to be. So anytime you hit up against walls, anytime there's anything going on in your life where you're like, ugh, I want you to remember my words. You are more than you know. You are capable of doing and being more. So live it and push. I got you. We got you. This is a community like no other, and we are all here to support each other. All right. So lots of questions coming in, so let's get to it. All right. Zane says, I got Ecamm now. It's great. Fantastic. When I have the USB plugged into Sony ZV-E10 and a Cam Link, it pulls the feed from USB, not my Cam Link. When I switch to Cam Link, it shows black screen unless I take the USB out. It might be tripping over that. So the Sony ZV-E10 has a mode that you need to come out of for the USB connection. So it might just be as simple as that. If you just take it out of that mode, I believe the ZV-E10 has that same mode that the ZV-E10 does. So try that. And if you just need to unplug it, then just get a dummy battery for the camera, plug that in to power it, and then you're good to go. How about that? Oh, Yoda, always quoting Yoda, right? Okay, now we can start. Mike is here. Now let's get started. All right, so you're a little late. Did you bring, I was about to say butter. I don't think that's our new thing. I don't want people bringing sticks of butter for being late. I don't think that sounds good. All right, next question, David Saltzman. Member for 6 months. Is there a simple free program for Mac that will let me set the levels using the Wave XLR? I'm not trying to install the Wave. I'm trying not to install the Wave software. First of all, why are you trying to not? I got here late. I came back from breakfast late. I didn't get set up properly. Why are you trying to not install that? Just out of curiosity. Is there something that you're concerned with? Let me know. But in terms of, there might be, I'm going to let Daniel answer that in the chat room. If there's a generic one that will run that, I don't know of one off the top of my head, but a lot of the virtual audio mixers will accept a lot of different things, but Elgato kind of happens to use their own software for their own products, right? So that's what happens when you eat cake for breakfast. Right? No, we're not having a butter day. I don't think we want to do that. Okay, the butter's in the refrigerator. Don't pull it out. We don't need butter around here. Nobody needs butter. Zeno, so member for 6 months. Is there a way in Ecamm to keep an audio file playing without restarting when I switch scenes and back and forth? So keep an audio file playing without restarting when I switch. So you have tied your music to your scene, and that is why it's actually going away. So let me, dude, thank you so much for the super sticker. Aw, that sounds like a pretty one. I can't see it because all I see is the description. Thank you for that. All right, let me go into demo mode real quick here and show you what I mean about that. So here in the music section, right, you have attached it to the scene. So when you did this, add to scene, right? When I switch scenes, which I can't right now, but when I switch scenes, then you're actually going to move away from that music. However, if you just hit the play button, then I'm trying to find another scene. Okay. So, well, that muted the system audio, so that didn't actually work. But you get the idea. So what you're going to want to do is just play that music, and you can do that through the manual switch of a button, or you can actually do it through the Stream Deck if you have a Stream Deck. If you don't remember, we are giving away a Stream Deck and a full studio, 2 key lights, 2 master mounts, a Stream Deck, Wave 3 from Elgato, all from Elgato, and the Cam Link 4K for capture card. So we've got a whole studio prize just sitting there waiting to be shipped out and waiting for a winner. So if you haven't entered for that, be sure to do that, livestreampros.com/giveaway. That way you can enter daily. So if you haven't been doing daily, now is the time. So that would be the way you want to go with that. Hold on. See, I told you I got late. I got here late. I was messaging the team. I was like, you guys, we haven't scheduled the show. I'm late. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're going to love the XL. And I know I'm late. Sorry. But yeah, okay, you get it now. Fantastic. So I answered your question. Good. Fantastic. So that giveaway ends on August 31st. I cannot believe we're almost at the end of the month already. Holy freaking cow. How did that happen? It's Friday. Welcome, CK. Einar, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. You guys, can I tell you how much I love this amazing community full of positivity and support for each other and for me and the team. And you guys are just freaking awesome, I have to say, if I haven't told you that already. Glinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Coming in at the top of the queue. Thank you so much for your sweet message. I don't really want to dive into anything regarding, that because I want to keep today positive, and that was a very positive message. So thank you so much for that. But I really love this community. I just have to tell you that. Yes, LSP community is the best. All right. So if you have a question, be sure to put a Q in front of your question so that it makes its way into my queue. It's a swell bunch of folks. I was going to say that with an accent, but I don't do accents. I suck at accents. I always hear Callie saying accents and other people, and I'm like, I want to be able to do that. But Christian, you are one of the swell people. You are one of the swell people. Yeah, I'll just stop there. Love, love, love. Yes. Oh, great way to kick off the weekend for sure. I appreciate you, Glenda. I do appreciate that. All right, more questions. Let's see. I think I saw an answer. I think I saw a follow-up from David Saltzman about the Wave XLR. Could we maybe find that? Let's find that so I can re-answer his question. All right, next question is Night Hunter. Do you have like a big crew working for you? So my team is 7 people, I think. I've lost count. Yeah, so I have about 7 people on the team, and it has, they all do different things within the company, and so yeah, they're all freaking amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of them. I said this the other day, but I was stressing about a project that we've been kind of like other projects have been getting in the way of, and they just rallied and completed the entire project without my knowledge, and then it was just done, and I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, these people are amazing. All right. And by the way, I think this is an important discussion because, when you're talking about a team, if that is something that you guys want to dive into at some point, I dive deep into those things inside of our Streamer Accelerator program, and because there we have time for like training and we have time for those deep dives, but I'm happy to talk about that out here on the YouTubes as well, if that's something that you guys are interested in. During our Streamer Accelerator call yesterday, I had Renee Ritchie as a guest, and we were talking about the different ways to build teams, right? And how you actually spend your time and effort through that process. And there are pros and cons to it all, right? I have a team of 7, but I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've made a lot of mistakes in the process, a lot. And, it's costly to go through that process of building a team, but because of what I want to do in the future, and how I envision the company far from today, it's actually massively important to, for me to go through that process, right? But not everybody has to go through the same process in terms of building a team. So lots of different ways to approach it is what I'm saying. All right, next question. Zeno, is there a way in Ecamm to keep an, oh wait, I already answered that. I'm vandalized. You always manage to look so happy and beautiful on stream. Your positive vibes make people feel so good watching you. Vandalized, thank you so much for saying that. It is my goal every time I show up on camera to be a positive influence for you, right? Like have fun and to give you a feeling, right? So one of the things that we talk about in LEDA, have we done this mission? If you're going through LEDA, I might be giving away one of the missions. I think we already did it though. But the thing that you have to realize when you're building a community and growing an audience is that how you show up on camera is creating the environment in which you are, you're creating the environment for your community, right? And so when I show up positive and happy and help and come value first, then that's kind of how that community gets crafted. And so everybody in the community is that way as well. And so that's a very important piece of building a community, is identifying how you want people to feel, just like you pointed out, when you watch me, and staying true to that, and also integrating your uniquely yourself, integrating that truly authentic, not the fake authenticity that rules the world, but that truly authentic, that vulnerability with your audience, so that you can create that loyalty and that oh, because I attached it to the scene. Hang on. When I was doing the demo earlier, I hit a button and I attached it to the scene. That's funny. I was like, why is music playing? Why is music playing? All right, next question. Steve, is it possible to route PC audio to individual channels of the Rodecaster Pro? You know what? So audio is not my thing. I develop a team of people who support the areas in which I'm weak, and I'll bring on experts to help train you guys in those areas, because you can't do it all, right? You can't be the expert in all of the things. And audio for me has never been one of those things that I've been strong at. And so actually we have Tom Buck coming on the show on, I don't remember the date, coming up very soon. Tom Buck is going to be doing a full Rodecaster Pro tutorial for us right here on this show. So that will be something that you want to show up for. But in terms of routing audio individual channels, I mean, it sounds like what you're trying to do is get the individual audio sources recorded, ISO audio. And so if that's the case, then I would highly suggest that you use a software that allows that ISO recording. So if that's what you're doing, I'm not sure if it is, but that will help as well. Yes, everybody loves Tom, so he'll be joining us. And yeah, audio confuses me, to be honest. Like when you get down into the nitty gritty, just never been my thing. And it doesn't have to be, right? Steven, recommend a professional association for streaming. How about the best convention for streamers? Okay, I don't know what you're looking for exactly, Steven, when it comes to an association. What are you hoping to accomplish? Can you give me that information? That would be super helpful, so that I can kind of direct you as well. But in terms of like conferences for streamers, so, one of these days I might have one. But I think that, you're really looking at kind of streaming within other resources. And so there aren't any, there are a couple, but they kind of target a different audience than typically I draw here at this channel. And so I hesitate to tell you to go there because it may not be exactly what you're looking for. They might be like a different angle for streaming, because within the world of streaming, there's so many different areas, right? So I'm going to speak at Vid Summit later in about a month. Whoa. In about a month, I'm speaking at Vid Summit in LA, and that one is full of content creators in general, and there's plenty of topics on streaming there. Plenty of streamers, lots of people who do both recorded and streaming. So when you go to a conference like that has a combo, you can increase your knowledge in all of the areas, because when you're just streaming, like that may not be the only thing that you want to do. So you fill in those gaps, right? So kind of important. So if you want to go there, that is happening October something. No, September 30th? September 30th. I don't know. September 30th, I think. So that would be somewhere to pay attention to. And they are having to cap it because of the shutdowns. So ticket sales will be capped if you're going to go in person. And then also the virtual ticket sales. So if you just want to stay home, they have virtual tickets as well. What will be the rules for wait, what? Will there be rules for speakers? What do you mean? Like masks and stuff? I'm not sure if that's what you mean or something else. Thank you, Mike. I'm sending you there the day it ends. The 28th to the 30th. Thank you so much. Is it possible to see my speech? So these speeches that I do at especially VidSummit and social media marketing world are unique to those. I tend to repurpose that content in a different way after the fact, but I wait a little while before doing so because it's not, it's like what they want, right? These different conferences is unique content, and it's important to me to honor that and not just reuse the same exact content. But that you can get a virtual ticket or you can go in person and then you can see it, but it won't be a public thing. So yeah. Okay, wouldn't it be hard to speak in masks? I actually don't know the answer to that. I haven't had a chance to like look into if there are rules or anything like that. Oh yeah, they have a replay pass. There you go as well. So I don't know the answer to that, Sammy. I just have been way too busy to even before I head out, I'll figure it out. But would it be hard to speak in a mask? Yes, I would think it would be. But I can barely walk and talk in a mask. All right. Okay, next question. Mike, 2 months. Can I have the same timer on 2 scenes in Ecamm? Do you mean, give me the use case. Let's find a way to make that work. Because I think what you're asking is like, you want to be able to like have a 10-minute countdown timer, halfway in between switch the scene, and then that would continue the countdown timer. If that's what you're trying to do, then I would highly suggest using the camera switcher button on your Stream Deck. I know you got to switch Stream Deck. I got a 15-minute timer counting down on a scene of it. Wait, what? I'm not reading this well. I want a 15-minute timer on a scene of just it, then switch to me and timer. Okay, so all you have to do is use your Stream Deck. You're going to use your Stream Deck and you're going to use the camera switcher button. So all of these 4 buttons right here are actually the buttons that I switch between guests and myself while the countdown timer is going. So I click the countdown timer and then I'm switching back and forth between the guests there. So what you would want to do is set that up. So if you have the countdown timer, or actually, yeah. There's a way to do this, because if you're wanting like a black screen, I'm not sure what you're wanting underneath the timer is the problem. So do me a favor, because you're in Streamer Accelerator, right? Do me a favor and like present the visual in the Facebook group about what you're trying to accomplish exactly, and let us walk you through how to set that up, because there are multiple different options using maybe multi-action key or the camera switcher, or we can find something else. But I want to see the visual of what you're trying to accomplish before giving you the exact answer. What about the personal mask we wear every day? Aren't those the hardest to speak? Oh. Mind blown. That's funny. Yes, the camera switcher. It's such a useful, where's my demo? There's my demo mode. Okay, so Stream Deck. So it's just literally bringing in right here. So you do this, and then you select the camera that you want it to go to, and whatever overlays you have are still active on top of that. So that's the brilliance of the camera switcher. I love it. In vMix, Barry says 2 inputs that leverage the created timer with multi-input that includes the camera and timer thing. Yeah, that sounds about right for vMix. So obviously 2 different ways to do things versus in the different softwares, right? Stefan, are you familiar with the Elgato roll-up green screen? Why, yes, Stefan, I am. I have one right over there. And anytime you see us do green screen, that is the one we're using. It is from Elgato. Did you have a specific question about it? I can pull it out and show you if I need to. But let me know what your specific question was. If it's just general, like, do I like it? Yes, I like it. I think I love, God, I have had so many green screens in my career, starting with, if you've been around me, you know this, but when I first started doing video back in 2005, I couldn't afford a green screen, and I didn't really know about tricks like you can use, you know, like green, like sheets of paper or sheets of sheets. So what I did was I went into Hobby Lobby and I got 4 pieces of green poster board, put those up behind me, taped them to the wall, and that was my first green screen. So there's always hacks, but here's the thing. I don't really recommend green screen in the first place. You know why. If you don't, we have lots of videos about that. But I do love using green screen for fun engagement inside of the show. So I'm still looking professional, but it's things like Pocket Callie when she comes over and she's on green screen, and then she pops up over here as smaller in the corner. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use green screen. So I will say the Elgato green screen, the casing. So, okay, where I was going with that in the first place, I ate essentially cake for breakfast. So I'm like, woo! That oatmeal. I mean, come on. What was that? I don't know what that was. That was definitely not a weekday breakfast, that's for sure. So the green screen, typically you have, like if you have a fabric green screen, it's going to be wrinkly and you're going to have to deal with that with either lighting or ironing it or steaming it. And then it's also, they have the collapsible ones that also winds up with wrinkles. The roll-up one from Elgato is awesome because it literally, you have no wrinkles whatsoever. It rolls down into itself. It's easily storable, and I love that. Okay, so you're gonna use it for product photos. Fantastic use case. Just get a lot of light on it, right? And so the one complaint that I have about the Elgato green screen is the latches. They broke off very easily to keep it closed. So anytime I move it, I have to be aware of that. You can't just grab the handle at the top. And so mine just broke very easily. I don't know. I wasn't very hard on it or anything. So I don't know if that's something that everybody has been experiencing or not. I will just say that that's the one thing that I don't love about it, is that they broke off so quickly and easily. But outside, it's like worth it because it rolls into itself. Barry, by the way, after I finish answering Q&A, we're going to have a member-only stream. So if you're not a YouTube member, be sure to join us. Callie should be on her way pretty soon. If you're not listening, if you're listening, go ahead and come on over. But Callie should be on her way over soon. We're going to have a member-only stream. We're playing some kind of game. I think we have a community member or 2 joining us for this member-only stream, and we're going to see who wins. I don't even know what we're playing. So it is something that I would highly encourage you to join. We have a lot of fun, and if you want to do that, you can go to livestreamingpros.com/join, or you can just click the button beside the chat box. Let me grab a drink of water real quick, okay? Ooh. That cake for breakfast. I can't believe it was so sweet. Oatmeal is not supposed to be sweet. I'm gonna be like all over that. I feel so heavy. I'm like, oh, I only had like a few bites too. Okay. Barry, are there notable trade-offs between LED panels and softboxes for lighting? I thought I heard something about that from Doc Rock. Yes, so I know, Sammy. So we have a video that actually describes those differences. So you might want to go watch that video to get the kind of full picture, right? And so the LED panels are going to, unless you get like a box around them, they're going to cast a bit of a different light than the dome. I think you were asking about, yeah, okay, so like a softbox. So I have a softbox here, essentially. It is a cob light, and this one I have this round dome on it, right, with the diffuser in front of it. And that gives me a much softer look. You can accomplish getting softer looks from softer light from the panels, and I have a panel over here. You would want to add a diffuser to that, and unfortunately the newer, this is the one I have here, the newer boxes that you can add to get that softbox light look, then you're going to, it doesn't fit it quite awesomely. So there. So yeah, those are kind of the differences. You can mix and match, but also space. Space is a massive pro-con. So if you have very limited space, then your LED panels are going to be they're much more space saving, but the dome lights and the soft boxes take up more space, but they give you that softer look. So hopefully that helps. All right. Oh, we have a lot of more. Oh, holy cow. I am so far behind on answering questions. I didn't scroll and I thought I was almost done. And then I'm like, whoa, we have lots of questions. So let's keep going. So your cake, saying the cake wasn't a lie. Oatmeal was the lie. Yes, oatmeal was the lie. I ate cake for breakfast, not oatmeal. All right. So next question. Glinda, can you please show us the process a new Mac and Ecamm user needs to go through to buy the dots in the LSP shop and then get it into my Ecamm? Okay, so so if you go to livestreamingpros.com, hold down. I don't have the files loaded on this. Well, actually, no, I do because I'm using it. Hold down. Okay. Let me go into pip mode here. I don't know which one this is programmed to. Hold on. Okay. So here we go. In Livestreaming Pros store, so livestreamingpros.com/store, you're going to go to the countdown timer. And then you see the bubbles right here, the first one, because those are new. So you'll click that, you'll purchase it, add it to the cart, and then what happens is, I thought I undid that. Why is that happening? I did not. I detached it. That's hilarious. Oh no, there it is. I didn't detach it. I thought I detached it. So the now once you've purchased the bubbles timer, and this is what she means. That is, you're going to get the files downloaded to your email, or to your email, and then you can download them from there. And so what we're going to do, now we dance. I had to have like a little, hey, Adjective, how are you? Good to see you. So we, once you download the file, what you're going to get, let me see, I'm doing this all on the fly, hold on. Let me find my bubbles. Is it called bubbles or dots? I tend to call it bubbles. I think it's called dots. Dots. Dot. Dot. Oh. Yes, okay. So let me show you this. I'm going to demo mode. So in what you're going to get is this file right here. See how it says .ecamm live? That is what you're going to then double click, and it's going to load it in. And then all you have to do is follow the instructions that we give you in the file. So when you download it, we give you a file that has tutorials as well as the Ecamm Live file that is already pre-built. You do have to do a couple of things like set your fonts, set your time, make sure that your camera is chosen, things like that. But it's very simple. So you double click that file, it opens it up in Ecamm, and you just make those fine-tuned adjustments and you're good to go. Okay, next question. Zeno, member for 6 months. Another audio question. Is there a way to tie specific volume levels to scenes in Ecamm? Depends on what you're talking about. So let me go back into demo mode. Okay, demo mode. I keep looking, I keep not finding my right. So here you can set your scene or your audio, right? If you have a different mic, hold tight, we might wind up with echo. Okay, so if you have a different mic, you can hit that plus button and you can set the audio level for that separately. If you're talking about audio level of a mic and sound effects, things like that, then that can also be set separately here. So you have the ability to add in multiple mics, but you're not going to be pulling in, you're only going to be pulling in the Rodecaster Pro, not each individual audio source from the Rodecaster Pro, but that's what the Rodecaster Pro is all about. You're going to set those individual audio volumes through the device itself. Does that help? Hopefully that helps. Okay. OADS, is it possible to use Ecamm on Windows? Thanks for answering. No. So here's the thing, and this is actually a great thing. Ecamm is Mac only, vMix is PC only. They do not, neither of those companies, I have great relationships with both of them. Neither of those companies are going to have any plans, I can't say they'll never, but they have no plans to port over to a different OS. And that is because they are brilliant developers on those platforms. You really don't want Ecamm with the developers who are great at Mac to try and figure out how to develop for Windows and vice versa, because it won't deliver the same solid experience. So that's why we recommend Ecamm for Mac and vMix for PC, and keep those separate. Now, OBS does cross platforms, and OBS, we are actually working on some training that we'll be releasing very soon for OBS. So you guys have been asking for that for quite a while. Yeah, so that'll be coming. And that is an option that you can use on both. However, there are some things that you have to be aware of when it comes to OBS, and that is things like audio does get a little tricky for most people in OBS. So just something to consider. Okay, next question. Oh my gosh, am I going to get through them all? That's the question. Kamal, do we have any vMix settings for recording and live streaming in our course? Yes, and we, you should pay attention very soon. Kamal, stay with me because I have some announcements coming up soon around to that. So, yeah. Coming up soon. French press, member for 2 months. I bought a webcam for a friend yesterday and the Elgato wasn't available on Amazon, so I bought her a Brio. Will she be okay? You're gonna always be okay, right? That's very sweet of you to buy her that gift. Of course, like, is it my favorite? No. Is it the best? It's debatable, right? I don't think so. I've had problems with it, as you can see from the comparison, but all cameras, all webcams have their pros and cons. And so, yes, she's going to be just fine. Just make sure that you go through the settings with her or have her do so and make those adjustments. Also, note the Brio did have a recent firmware update. So that should auto kind of register when she plugs that in for the first time. Just make sure she doesn't skip that firmware update. Pretty important. Okay. Callie is on her way over here, I think. I think. Oh, nice. Fun. I'll upgrade when she gets used to streaming. Yeah, there you go. How long do you think that will take for her specifically? Just curious. Oh, and speaking of Elgato stuff, that Brio's not Elgato, just for reference, because I skipped a beat there. We have the Elgato giveaway. If you have not entered that, Kathleen posted that in the comments. Livestreamingpros.com/giveaway. That is ending August 31st, and you can enter daily until then. And then I will be live on Wednesday, the 1st, to announce that winner. And yeah, uh-oh. Oh no, did you have a lapse in payment or something? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe something went wrong on the payment front. I don't know. I hate that. Isn't that frustrating? It's like, but. All right. What? Do we have multiple? Hold on. I'm seeing duplicate. Hang on. Okay. Sammy, remember... I can't say for 6 months because that also is the case for him. Longer than that. Do you think people should buy the Stream Deck from Best Buy or B&H after the $100 Stream Deck that is fake? So for reference sake, there was a I don't know what it was exactly, but there was a big promotion. It looked like Amazon's Elgato, or the Elgato store on Amazon, was selling the Elgato or the Stream Deck XL for $100. And I was like, yes. You could only buy one per customer. And it looked like, so we were kind of trying to figure out, because Elgato hadn't announced anything. And so we were like, is this right or is it wrong? And there were some things that it looked legit, and then there were a couple things that looked not legit. And so I canceled my orders, and we like removed and said like any promotions that we were doing, and said like no go. But is that still on Amazon? Because I thought that we got confirmation that Amazon was dealing with that listing. So it was literally on the Elgato store itself. So it's confusing as to how that might have not been correct. But yeah. Okay. Mary, I'm going to answer this because it doesn't have a Q in front of it, and I just happened to see it. Be sure to put a Q in front of questions to stream on IG and Facebook at once. Do you recommend Restream? Yes, I do. That's what I use. It's a great system for doing that. B&H does have great customer service. Who else did you ask? Oh, Best Buy. I mean, it depends on you if you prefer, like, it doesn't matter in terms of where you buy. That has to be a personal preference. But B&H is always great. It's just frustrating when you want to buy something that isn't in the time frame that they allow to be purchased. I hit that the other day. I was like, oh. At Fool's Paradise, what Stream Deck are you using? This is the XL. So this is the Stream Deck XL, and you'll notice these little custom buttons. My pet cam, uniquely you, the dance, when we do like a little dance break, that's Lamb, that's my Pip, that's my demo mode, that's my screen share. So all of those are custom icons that you can get at livestreamingpros.com/store. Those are our custom icons that you can get there. That's overlays pack. Well, okay, yeah, but still, same URL. Oh, I know, the XL is beautiful. I love the XL so much. So the one that we're doing in the giveaway, here's the thing, is the normal Stream Deck. It has 15 keys, and that one is smaller. But Kat Mulvihill, who is a longtime community member here, Kat uses the 15 and uses profiles and folders to really get the most out of that smaller device. So it is possible. Hey, Marco, how are you? Next up, I have to say I'm loving Ecamm Live. Can you see yourself ever replacing it? So I have used quote unquote more professional live stream software. I've been streaming since 2007, and in 2007 I started using the Tricaster, used that for like 10 years, and then went to vMix. I've tried all of the different, ones that kind of compete on the live stream and vMix side of things, and that while you can do more, right? You can do more with some more complex systems. I much prefer Ecamm, even not having those capabilities. There are some things that I have on my list of wish lists, or my wish list for Ecamm. But the amazing thing about Ecamm is that they are constantly updating. They just came out, somebody mentioned it in the chat room earlier, they just came out with an amazing update, and all kinds of capabilities, and they're always paying attention to what you need, what the community is asking for, and delivering on that as best as they can, as quickly as they can. Ecamm is complex enough. There you go. Yeah, so it depends on, where you are in your development cycle of being a live streamer. And the thing is, I can't ever say, will I ever see myself? I mean, who knows what happens, right? I've seen so many developments over the course of 15 years doing this stuff with the software that I can't ever answer. I can't say like, no, I will never switch. But I don't anticipate that because I love Ecamm. I love how intuitive it is and how easy it is. So yeah, that is the journey. You are right about that. That is the journey. Oh, triathlon tips. Okay. Are you still here? I haven't seen your name pop up since this question was asked. This is weird. Scheduled my first ever live show tomorrow. Any advice? Yes. Okay. So hopefully you're here because I'm going to answer your question. Hold on. So, triathlon tips. Advice for your first live stream. Number one, I want you to get kind of practiced with the tech. So, set it up simply. Don't try and do all of the possible things. I want you to go simple for your first time so that you can have fun. That is the most important thing about it. If you don't have fun in your live stream, guess what? It's going to be a miserable experience. You're going to be worried about the tech. You're going to put off a different vibe and energy that people aren't going to be attracted to because you're going to be stressed and they're going to be stressed. When you are showing up on camera, and this is part of what we deal with in LIDA, what you're putting out there is what people are reflecting back to you. And so when you feel stressed, they're feeling stressed, and that's not good for anybody, right? So I think that is my number one thing, is just enjoy the process. Let me tell you this, something will go wrong. It's going to happen. So allow for that in your head and be prepared for that. And then if it doesn't, cool, you're good. Does that help? Triathlon tips? I hope that helps. And just practice with the tech, keep it simple, and have fun. Those are like the top 3 priorities for you right now. And yeah, I mean, if you have an audience existing, definitely promote it. Definitely get people in there and tell them it's your first one. It's okay to tell them you're nervous, tell them you're not sure what to expect. It's okay to be vulnerable with your audience in that way, right? And that can really help connect you on a human level. And that's the kicker. The part about being fun is that you really want to be human. Do not try and show up professionally. The visuals, professional, great. Don't try and be professional. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate the super chat. Promanik, I believe I am saying your name right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, I know, Sammy. Sammy is like keeping me on time. Callie isn't here. I can't do a member only stream without Callie, so I don't know where she is. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up. But don't forget to go ahead and join so that you can join the member only stream that kicks off as soon as Callie gets here and we get set up. So livestreamingpros.com/join is the link for that. And yeah. I'm blaming Callie. I'm looking to see if that was her car. All right. Okay. Sometimes small. Ooh, I think I just heard the door. I think she might be here. Where do we get the Elgato Studio set? You can enter the giveaway at livestreamingpros.com/giveaway. And what camera am I using? I am using the Sony ZV-E10 with a 16mm Sigma f1.4 lens. Alan, brand new member. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Callie has just arrived, unless that's somebody else. Hi. Say hi. Well, first of all, say hi to Abs, because she takes priority. Doing anything fun this weekend? I have not gotten my brain to the weekend yet. I know it's Friday. I don't even know what the weather is like. That determines my weekend. The weather determines my weekend in a summer. So on Monday, we're not going to do a full studio rebuild, but I do have some things that I'm changing in my studio on Monday's stream. So 10 a.m. Pacific, Monday, join us then. And we're going to be like playing out and replacing some of the tech and adding tech. And so that'll be super fun. But the Sony ZV-E10, people have been messaging me asking to buy it. I'm not getting rid of it. Sorry. We said Callie and boom, she arrives. Are you ready to fight?
Jackbox.
Oh, I didn't know. Tell him, come here, tell him what we're doing for the member only stream.
Listen, everyone.
Listen up.
I'm still trying to catch my breath. There was a cop following me like the whole way.
Why?
I don't know. My tags expired. My tags expired in June of 2020.
But you ordered them already.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten them.
But if you ordered them, that's okay.
Is it?
Yeah, you have to show the receipt.
I just get nervous. The receipt's not, I don't know where the receipt is. What? I have to be organized now? What? No, I always get nervous with cops behind me. I'm always like, do I have insurance? Is my license on me? Can I drive? I don't know.
Oh my God.
We're playing Jackbox games.
Oh boy. Oh no.
And you don't have to download anything. You can join. I have, like, some of the games are 8 players only. What you're going to do, first come, first serve. And you just need to go to jackbox.tv and we'll have codes and stuff.
Yeah, okay. I was like, we're not members yet.
No, not yet. But when we do, and so you can play with us.
Okay, awesome. So everybody gets to play. Yay.
Yes.
So livestreampros.com/join. Come join the fun. I'm going to see if I can break my losing streak and win something. I just want to win something.
You have to be funny in Jackbox.
Ouch!
I'm just kidding.
What
I'm kidding. You're funny.
Wow. I am hurt.
No, I'm kidding.
I know. That's true, Paul. When he runs your plates, they'll know you're current. That's probably what he was doing. All right, so we're going to wrap this baby up. We're going to play the credits. Those of you who are new members get your name in the credits next time. And so thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the great questions. I hope you had as much fun as I did today. Daniel wants to fire you.
I'm unfireable.
No, you're not. Don't get a big head. Just joking. StreamYard or Melon. So I use RESTREAM. I haven't used Melon a lot, but a little. I like RESTREAM. We have a discount code for both, I think, RESTREAM and StreamYard. But so I like RESTREAM personally speaking, but StreamYard is also a great option. So it depends on which one you like. We have a comparison video if you want to see which one is better for you. All right, thank you guys so much. Let's dance this baby out. Bye.